Hello, welcome. This is a simple tutorial for Algol 60.
Algol is a family of imperative computer programming languages originally developed in the mid-1950s, which greatly influenced many other languages and was the standard method of algorithm description used by the ACM in textbooks and academic works for the next 13 years and more. It was arguably the most successful of the four high-level programming languages with which it was roughly contemporary Fortran, Lisp and COBOL. It was designed to avoid some of the perceived problems with Fortran and eventually gave rise to many other programming languages including ECPL, D, Pascal, Simula and C. Algol introduced code blocks and the begin and end pairs for delimiting them, and it was also the first language implementing nested function definition with lexical scope. Moreover, it was the first programming language which gave serious attention to formal language definition, and through the Algol 60 report introduced Baker Core 4, a principal notation for language design. There are three major specifications: Algol 58, Algol 60, Algol 68. Algol 58 originally was called IAA. Algol 60 first implemented as X1 Algol. Algol 68 revised 1973 introduced new elements including flexible arrays and slice parallelism. Nicholas Wirth based his own Algol W on Algol 60 before developing Pascal. Algol W was intended to be the next generation Algol, but the Algol 68 committed decide on a design that was more complex and advanced rather than a clean, simplified Algol 60. The official Algol versions are named after the year which they were published. What is Algol 60? Algol 60 is a member of the Algol family of computer programming language. The Algol 60 was a very simple and clear language. Algol 60 was the first language implementing nested function definition with lexical scope. History of Algol 60. Algol 60 was used mostly by research computer scientists in the United States and Europe. John Baker's developed the Baker's normal form method of describing programming languages specifically for Algol 58. It was revised and expanded by Peter Knorr for Algol 60 and at Donald Knuth Hutchison renamed Baker's normal form. Features of Algol 60. Algol 60 is a universal language. What is a universal language? Universal language is a hypothetical or historical language which can be spoken and understood by all or most of the world's population. In addition, there is also Algol, machine independent language. What do you mean that? Machine independent language is a source code that can run on a various platforms without modification for the sake of a particular operating system or hardware. There are so many features in Algol 60. Algol has a hierarchical structure, and also Algol 60 had strong typing and keywords. Algol was designed to allow recursion. In addition, ability to create blocks of statement for scope of variable is another feature for Algol 60. Also, ability to passing parameters to subprograms by using call by value and call by name is another feature. And also, if then else, and use a general condition for iteration control are in Algol. Apart from that, dynamic arrays. What do you mean that? Dynamic arrays is one of which subscript range is specified by variables so that the size of the array is set at the time storage is allocated. data types in Algol 60. Like modern languages, there are no many data types in Algol 60. There are 3 data types in Algol 60, which are integer, real, and boolean. Standard operation in Algol 60. In Algol 60, give priorities for their operators, like first, second, third, like that. This slide shows the priorities and their related operators. Code sample of Algol 60. This is the code of output hello world in Algol simple program.
Pointers used in Algol. Pointer is a programming language data type whose value refers directly to another value stored elsewhere in the computer. In Algol, there are 2 types. First one is normal pointer. The other one is differencing pointer. When using pointers used in Algol. Pointer is a programming language data type whose value refers directly to another value stored elsewhere in the computer. In Algol, there are 2 types. First one is normal pointer. The other one is differencing pointer. When using pointers, there can be have 2 problems. The one is dangling pointer. The other one is memory leak. The dangling pointer means pointers are reference to deallocated memory. It's a problem. The other one is memory leak. What is memory leak? Memory leak is memory is allocated but no one is accessing. Contribution. Algol is the first language that uses begin and for delimiting them. Algol was use many types of syntax, so it has many syntax for next language to implement. Block structure of Algol. Block define nested scopes. Begin, declaration, statement, and end. That's the structure of block statement. Blocks simplify constructing large problems. Shared data structures in Algol are defined once, so there is no possibility of inconsistency. Impossible error principle. Control structures. Control structures are generalization of 4 terms. Nested statements are very important. In Algol, begin and end statement there is. So many nested functions can be identified. Compound statements are hierarchical structures. So using nested structures lead to structural programming. As an example of nested structure, we can take if statement. In if statement, firstly checks if statement is condition is true or false. If the if condition is true, the if statement is executed. If statement is false, then go to the else statement. So in here, if the a is greater than 0, the c's value is 1, or if it is false, the c's value is 2. The Algol programs are hierarchically structured. In this example, you can see the programs flow like as a hierarchical manner. Compile time, runtime. In Algol data structure have a later binding time than Fortran data structure. In Algol, data memory is allocated at the runtime, but in Fortran it is allocated at the compile time. So various data access are allocated and deallocated at runtime by program in the Algol. The name is bound to its memory location at runtime rather than compile time. Arrays in Algol. There are three types in arrays in Algol: integer array, real array, and string array. So here in Fortran there are a limitation for declaring array, but in Algol there is no limitation. Lower bound follows 0 1 infinite rule. So here array size is we can maximize 0 to infinite. In here we have described integer array defining. Here code is beginning, and there are two types of variables, I and j, and I equal to -35 and j equal to 68, and after a begin is started, there is also there the array is defining integer array x. There I and j are passing, and the code is end. Likewise, the array is allocated dynamically. Strong typing. There are two types in Algol: strong typing and weak typing. So in Algol support strong typing. What is strong typing? Strong typing is very important when considering language designing, as it helps eliminate errors before runtime. What is the weak typing? Weak typing is the type of the variable may not be known until runtime, and as a result errors may go undetected. So the strong typing is very advantage. The advantage of the strong typing is that the type of variable known as at compile time, and the compiler can catch errors. So that is the advantage of strong typing. Procedures in Algol 60. The procedures are in Algol 60 inherently recursive, can pass by parameters by value as well as by name. So what is pass by value? In this method, value of the variable is passed. Changes made to formal will not affect to the actual parameters. Different memory locations will be created for both variables. Here there will be temporary variable created in the function stack which does not affect the original variable. So in this video we try to give some brief introduction and explanation about Algol. Hope something you can get from this video, and thank you very much for